Good morning, Giggles. Morning, Brenda. Brenda was first. Good morning, Giggles. Morning, Brenda. Brenda was first. So, how's everybody doing? TJ, you behaving yourself? I know it's hard, but you can do it. It's uh it's a little bit cooler today. It's 65 degrees and it's sunny. As you can see though, it's hazy. We're still getting a lot of smoke from the West Coast. But it is what it is. I can't change it. Good morning, was blind. Jim, good morning to you, sir. Good to see everybody. Jim. Jim's doing a little brown nosing, but we all feel that way, Brenda, about you. So, anybody been doing anything special? Flying or driving or whatever? Jim, are you back at home now or are you still on the road? Well, Lance, you get one. You can report back to us how it works out, the anti-gravity drone. Yeah, I understand that, Lance. It's got to be smoky out there too. Oh, you've been home over a week. Okay, good to hear that, Jim. I hope you had a nice, good, safe trip and enjoyed yourself. But there's no place like home. I truly believe in that. Boone's been a little wild man. He running around here having a good time. Yeah. We're not going to get that hot today. I think it's going to be a high of maybe 78, 79 degrees. Right now it's only 65 degrees. My little fur buddies are out here running around. Brenda, not this morning. There's a couple of them heading up this way. But nothing right now. See, how many did I get yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ships yesterday. It was a busy day on the river. Here comes Justin. Must be back from his bus run. Good morning, Justin.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, how are you doing?
Give me a sec. Come on.
Okay, are
Can you
you
hear
home?
me? There we go. Now I'm on my way home now.
I was gonna say,
I'll be home in like 10 minutes and I'll jump on my computer.
okay. Well, it's good to have you. I was getting lonely here by myself. Jim's
No,
here.
I just,
Brenda's here. Giggles checked in.
yeah, I can't see the chat yet. So
Yeah, I know.
bear with.
That's why I'm telling you who's on here.
I just drove myself today because it's easier than having to work around Sarah's mom, her bus, because our schedules are completely different at the moment. So,
Jim says good morning to you, Justin, and so does everybody
morning.
else. Brenda was first today. I just shake
Yeah.
my head. I can't figure out how these squirrels know where those peanuts are buried. Because I see them, they go over and bury them, and then like a few days later or whatever, they come back and they dig it up again. It's like in the grass.
Oh,
Do you think they can smell them or what?
no, they just probably know where they bury them at.
Fun to watch when they bury something because they dig it, stick it in there, and then they tamp it all down with their front paws, you know?
Yeah, they know where their stashes are at. Oh, I guarantee at least 60% of what you're feeding them squirrels, they're probably stashing away for wintertime.
Yep.
They're not eating probably half of what you're putting out there.
So how's everything around your house? Got any outdoor housework to do in the summertime or no?
Maybe not. I'm worried about the storm coming though. See what that does.
Oh yeah, is that still moving your way?
I mean, as far as right now, it seems to be kind of moving our direction. We'll have to wait and see. We really won't know nothing definitive for at least probably another week. So those things sometimes take a couple weeks to get across the ocean.
Yeah.
As they're so far, last time I looked at least, they were estimating it to get up to a 3. But that's only where they put the end of the storm at. It's only halfway here, so who knows if it'll get stronger or which direction it'll go.
What's
A
the
little too
worst?
early to tell.
A category 5?
Yeah.
So
Which I've never been in. I've only ever been in a 3 or smaller.
a cat 3 would just be a bit windy and rainy and.
Well, a cat 3's strong enough to rip roofs this good off.
Oh, really?
4s and 5, yeah, 4s and 5s though can be very dangerous. And it depends on what side of the storm you're on. I mean, there's a whole bunch of factors in it. So
Here comes Captain Joe. Good morning, Joe.
Because you might have folks who are getting into the
Morning.
age and there's other folks that
Uh,
are help them out.
where are you at?
I think he's at home.
Oh, sounded like he was in an auditorium or something for a second.
Yeah, I heard an echo.
I
in
was
the back.
turning everything off. That way I could that could come in. I was on Johnny and them with Drone Nation. They're doing that debut of that anti-gravity drone. That they came out, they're showing all the things, they're not giving specs, and they're saying available January 2026.
What
I had
anti?
3 streams going.
That's the name of it. Anti-gravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it
And
made
Justin-
by DJI?
Oh, it's
No.
made by the 360 company.
Oh,
Yes, the
Insta?
360 and anti-gravity, 2 companies. It looks good, but it's gonna be under 249 grams. It's actually got landing gear. When it starts to land, the landing gear come out for it to land because they gotta hide the landing gear to do the 360. But they don't give a price, they don't give anything. They show it and they say it doesn't even pre-order. It says available January 2026. But the videos are out on the web. Drone DJ has one out and Aldrin has one out.
Lance made the comment in there. He wants one really bad.
Yeah, I'm buying 10. Justin, you need to start looking at this site called Tropical Tidbits. Because when you do, you can see where the storm's going. You don't have to even think about it right now.
Well, which way does it say it's going?
It's going, you can see it right here. You see the East Coast?
Yeah.
When you go back, I'm at 174 hours. Go back to 150. There it is at 150. It'll go back to 138. You see where it's at? It looks bad now, right?
Yeah.
144, 126. That's where it's at, and that's why everybody's worried about it. But when you get up to about 156, see it's going straight up.
So it's going
Oh,
up
no.
like to North Carolina area?
No, it's going out to sea. It's going over Bermuda.
Back up.
Oh,
see?
okay.
Yeah, this site right here, like I could tell y'all, 90% of the time I could tell you where it's going, maybe more than that. Because last year when all those ones were hitting Florida, I was telling y'all exactly about where they were hitting because of the site. I don't know what they do. it might have AI or something, but it's about 99, 98, 97% accurate. That's all I look at right there.
Tropical tidbits. That's what you need to look at when you get home
It's
there.
tropical tidbits and it's the let's see, hurricane models or something like that. I'll put it in the chat. You go back and get it to the original part.
Well, AI would be would be a better predictor than humans would be, because they would be
Yeah, I
able to
think-
take all the data we have from time we first started recording storms, and they'd be able to probably make way better accurate predictions in the future.
Yeah, this one
Sure.
right here, like I said, I'm gonna put it in the chat. That site right there, it is so close. Because it was coming across, I was saying last year when they were hitting all in the Pensacola area and Apalachicola, it was hitting within inches of it, you know? So it was close. So I look at that, and if I don't see that happening, I just
Kinda blow it up.
it's real good. The only thing I'm worried about now, it's going out to sea, and that means it's going to chase my son.
Now, when does his ship leave?
He was on a ship last night. He actually texted me last night. He said, "I'm on a ship."
He'll be all right. They're good at monitoring that kind of stuff.
No, they go around it. They don't worry about it. Let me see if he's around. He might still be on. He might still be in port. Let's see. Yeah, he's still in port.
Multi-billion-dollar ship in the middle of a storm. They don't have to.
Yeah, he's still in port. I asked him a question last night. Stupid ass. I said, "What dock are you at, 12 or 13?" He says, "I don't know. I didn't check the dock." Hey, he knew where the ship was. I guess he didn't know what the dock was, you know? Wake up, Paul.
It's just
Paul
like,
dozing already.
well, it's like how you know how to get somewhere. You might not know the street name, but you know how to get there.
Yeah. I'll show you where I think he's at. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Where's the stupid? Now, I was looking last night at the, I put my drone up last night and flew out there,
Which one?
the Mavic 3. I put it up and sent it out to see if I could find him. Paul,
Wait to see
hook,
if you
line,
can
and sinker.
find
this
them.
one. Yeah, hook, line, and sinker. Paul bought that one.
I'm about to say, what the hell?
Okay. I
What
said,
naval
you
station
on,
is he?
so are you on Pier 12 or 13, right? He said, "I don't know." So he's on one of those two ships.
Oh, that's not a helicopter carrier. That's a full-on Nimitz.
But he's on one of those two ships.
And he's on a Nimitz carrier. That's not a helicopter carrier. That's one of the big boys. Nimitz
Yeah,
carrier, because the helicopter carriers are square. That they don't have that
You got a
long
point.
end on it.
I know you got a point. So that
Yeah,
can't be his ships. That
They
can't
got
be his ships.
they got runways. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
can't be his
definitely
ship.
the Nimitz
But he's
class.
on a ship. He's on a ship on one of those two docks.
It's in the docks, and that's an old picture
Yeah.
that's just showing
Yeah,
two
that's all it
ships
is.
there.
Yep. That's a full out carrier. But he's on one of those, and it's still there. He said the planes
Yeah.
aren't coming out until the 18th.
Yeah,
So
because the real thin front part of those ships is where they take off from. That's where the catapults are.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't look at that all last night. But he's still in the States. He's still here.
But what naval base is he at? Yeah, Norfolk or something?
Norfolk. Yeah,
That's a big naval station, man. That's
well, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I was stationed in Norfolk. I was at the School of Music at Little Creek. So I know that area. Wake up, Paul. Paul, he didn't sleep.
I was up and down all night long.
Yes, quit drinking your drinks at night.
No, it isn't the drinks. It's just I'm uncomfortable.
You can go lay in bed.
Maybe your time for a new chair. Maybe your chair's all worn out.
Maybe it's time for him to go lay in the bed.
And end of life stuff, you know.
Okay, here we go with that old man dying thing again.
Hey, Mark.
My fault, Joe. Justin.
I'll be
Look up
back
Mark.
in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna run in the house. I'm like,
Okay.
you know.
You can walk, you don't have to run.
It'll have,
And
to,
Shut up, he says.
it'll have to pull out to sea, won't it?
Laura's gotten to him pretty good. He's using her phrase.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Mark?
I started talking and you just talked straight over the top of me.
Yeah. He does.
I take it that that ship will have to put out to sea to allow the planes to land. They won't allow them to land at dock, will they?
Oh yeah, you're right. They're not gonna land there.
Mm.
Yeah, so he'll be on the water probably today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing, I bet you what they're doing is they're watching that storm too, to see which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, because they're not gonna just sit. They can't sit there because technically they could land the Harriers on there. You know they could, because they come straight down like helicopters, and it's helicopters and Harriers on that ship, but they're gonna go out to sea and do it right because they're doing training.
Well, they're going to have to. I don't think they'll let them land at dock on safety reasons.
Yeah.
It'd be fun if they did.
Yeah.
I see your girlfriend did a podcast last night and got a lot of watches there, Joe.
I don't know who my girlfriend is.
Taylor Swift.
That's not my girlfriend.
She had
That's Lance's girlfriend.
8.8 million viewers in an eight-hour period.
Oh, God.
That's what you call it. That's Lance's girlfriend. And Drone Nation was live this morning. I don't know if they're still live.
Here comes Justin's back.
Yeah, for that anti-grav.
Yeah, let me see something.
y'all talking about Taylor Swift?
Yep.
No, Paul was talking about Taylor Swift.
That's Joe's girlfriend.
Okay, I gotta go. I'm not in the mood for that.
Who'd you say that who likes her?
Boy, you don't listen. I said Lance 3 times.
I know you said Lance, but I
Lance and
don't
his
never
daughter.
remember hearing him talking about her.
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Because
really
you don't
likes
listen.
it.
He always talks about her.
Sarah
His
and
daughter
Aubrey
met her
like
with
it.
a friend when they were younger because the friend was sick and she met him. She met him. So and Lance, I don't know if Lance was there, but she met the daughter and his daughter, the girl and his daughter.
Yeah, Sarah and Aubrey are big fans of Taylor Swift too.
Did they watch the podcast last night?
I don't know, probably not. I have no
But
idea.
she's just talking about a new album.
Whose podcast was she on?
Hers.
She did her own.
Oh, I didn't know she had her own podcast.
She and Kelch, what's his last name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Paul watched it last night.
No, it's just been all over the news all morning.
Everybody's been doing their own podcast now because they realize how much of a moneymaker that is too. I mean, you make a.
Yeah.
Why do you think
But
all these
actually,
things?
that was 2 days ago, Paul.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle the fact that they're gonna knock off AOL.
No,
They're not killing AOL. They're killing AOL dial-up internet. That's all they're doing.
Because you could still,
Yeah.
you can still technically get dial-up internet services. Why anybody would buy one of those, I have no fucking clue. In
Okay, so my
2025,
my AOL account would still be there.
yeah, your AOL email's fine.
Okay.
They're just killing their dial-up internet service that they've been providing for the last 25 years. Probably
Yeah.
because nobody uses it anymore. I mean, you'd be stupid to buy that.
Yep.
Because I've looked up
You
You
lost your mic.
Oh,
freaking
Justin.
fiber. Why would you get a dial-up service? That's stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna get me a phone and then I'm gonna get me dial up AOL so I can have internet.
Yeah, I just find that that's probably why they're killing it, because they just don't have any business for it anymore. Nobody's using that shit.
Like
And
they're
most places don't have phone lines anymore. So
going to say you don't get dial phone lines anymore. You get internet ones.
Well,
right.
the one that cracks me up is Mint Mobile is offering right now $15 a month unlimited service for cell phones.
Yeah, but there's always a catch to those plans though, because a lot of times it's not unlimited high-speed internet. It's usually throttles down after like 5 or 10 gigs. And then it's almost unusable at that point. Like you can't even get on Facebook or anything. So trust me, they ain't out doing the big carriers when it comes to service for that cheap. I mean, it's good for somebody that doesn't use the internet on their phone. Like if you're a flip phone type of person, that's a perfect plan to have. Because they'll give you unlimited talk and text, but I guarantee you that internet speed is throttled as of some point.
Don't think mine
And
is.
the one they're talking about now is a tropical satellite showing a disturbance in the Bay of Campeche.
But see, that's why I said before, you got to watch the wording when you get a phone contract or just get a phone service, period. If it says unlimited talk, text, and web or internet, most likely they're going to throttle it if you read the fine print. If they say unlimited talks, text, and unlimited high speed internet, then you know you're getting a good plan. But it's the way they word it too, and then they'll put the throttle shit in real fine print at the bottom, little tiny print that you can't read. People don't read it, and then they wonder why after 10 gigs their shit's super slow. Plus, when you're on a company that doesn't own their own towers, you don't get priority on the towers. Because there's only 3 companies that have towers. It's T-Mobile, it's AT&T, and Verizon. That's it. All those other phone companies, Mint Mobile, Straight Talk Wireless, all those, they all use one of the 3 carriers' cell towers. And you don't get priority on them because you're not one of their customers.
Yep.
Granted, most people don't notice that these days because, the towers can handle a lot of traffic, but no, for $15 a month, there's some kind of stipulation somewhere in that phone plan that they put in the fine print you're just not seeing.
I thought he said 50.
No,
No, he said
15.
he said
1
15.
5.
Yeah, that's too cheap.
Yeah, that's why I said there's some stipulation somewhere in that phone plan, and I can guarantee it's with the internet service on it.
Because I've got unlimited calls, texts, SMSs, and internet, but it's like 55 a month.
Yeah, see, I pay $50 a month for 2 phones for unlimited everything. Plus, I get 10 gigs of hotspot per phone. That's the only thing that's not unlimited is the hotspot.
All my hotspots unlimited as well.
But I'm also grandfathered in on a plan, so anybody else that had the same 2 phones with the same plan as me would be paying $70, $80 a month.
Mm.
So, but I got grandfathered in because it was originally a Walmart manager discount but they don't take it off once you leave Walmart. You can keep it as long as you keep the service. So,
Yeah. And that's a good price for 2 phones.
yeah, it is. Yeah, for your first 3 months, see? There's your stipulation right there. Let me see. Yep, see, you're throttled after 35 gigs, and that's not that much. You can use 35 gigs of internet up pretty damn quick if you're on your phone a lot. Shit, you watch about 6 or 7 movies, and there's your 35 gigs gone right there.
But it might be a good deal for Paul because, I mean, he's not on the internet on his phone very often.
No, he's usually at home on his Wi-Fi, yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. But the $15 said first 3 months.
It's just for 3 months, then it goes back to whatever their monthly plan is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so it's just a start-up deal.
It's a come on.
But you tried to do that last time, and you got frustrated with them, remember?
Yep.
Because you ordered the SIM card and you didn't know how to set it all up because you have to set it all up yourself. You have to download their app and connect it, and then it has to register your phone and all that other crap, and you got to sign up for an account. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. What's up, TJ, Brenda, Jim? Morning, Brenda. Good morning, Jim. Oh, let me, is there an app for that, Tidbits? Let me check the Microsoft store. I wonder if there's an app for that.
An app for what?
That Tropical Tidbits.
Tidbits used to be a soft porn magazine.
No, they don't have an app. Unless they have one you can download. I wonder if you can download it from the internet. Because I'd much rather have it downloaded and have to go through the browser every time. Let's see, Tropical Tidbits download.
You know, the other thing that's interesting about that map that Joe put up here, it shows everything, but it doesn't.
Download it.
I can't figure out how if you want to change the position of the map.
Hitting the thing you got to hit the, what you call it, on the side, all those numbers. That's how many hours out projected. It's the big block of numbers on the side. That goes by every 8 hours or something like that. And it's like I said, it's always pretty close.
Supposed to be able to add it to your home screen as like a shortcut. Let's see. Where would you do that at though?
Joe, did you hear on Bill's show last night what Ron was saying about his V-copter?
Yeah. Did you hear what he said this morning?
No.
This morning he got with V-copter, and V-copter wanted to go through all kind of troubleshooting and everything. He told him, I'm not doing all of that. He's sending it back.
Hold on, what happened?
I told him that you had the same kind of problem and that it was because the controller was in the wrong mode. And
yeah, but he can't get his. Mine would start, but it was in the wrong mode. But he couldn't even get his started. Yeah, his V-copter, one propeller would start, the other one would kind of move, and then it would kill. and he couldn't get it to bind. He couldn't get it to activate. All kind of stuff was happening. Him and Mike out of his tech what's his name?
Yeah, Mike.
Michael Wright, not Michael Wright. Michael Wright.
Yeah, Michael Wright.
Yeah, Michael Wright. They're both having the same problem. Michael's getting a new one sent out to him. They said they're going to send him a new one. Uh, Ron, they wanted all kind of stuff from Ron, and he said, "I'm just going to return it." So they're going to just return it and get the money back.
Mm.
He said he don't feel like fooling with it.
Because Tom was saying his arrives today or something.
Yeah,
And he says if he can't get it sorted out, he said he might give it away at the Vegas meetup.
yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it just took some playing with it, it's like, and it flew good. Once I got everything working the way it's supposed to work, like the controller, right? It flies. It flies good. Mine really didn't even drift that much. It takes a little bit of time to get a satellite. Not like when you go out, it depends on where you're at, because I was in the back and I actually had it on top of a metal grid, a water line. And I
Uh-huh.
didn't, and I sat it there, and as soon as I turned it on, it gave me a warning. So I moved it over to the sidewalk, and because it was real sensitive on that, moved it to the
Uh-huh.
sidewalk, and as soon as it gets 9 satellites, it says it's ready for takeoff. Whereas in DJI, it's better to get 12. But at 9, it took it, and like I said, and Johnny was talking about when you're flying it and you're trying to land it, it drifts. And I brought it up the sidewalk, and I just brought it down. It didn't drift at all for me. Yeah, it didn't drift at all for me. This thing I'm taking is still got me having indigestion.
Right, I'm back.
What the hell is that?
Dogs and stuff. Shut up. Ah,
I saw something the other day on an ad. They said relive the Titanic adventure or something like this. And it's something here, right? Louisiana. And it looked like it was a building that they were doing all kind of stuff. You can go in and learn about the Titanic. They're coming on with the heart of Louisiana right now on the thing, and they got a ship on the river, looks like the Titanic. But it's all rusted and everything else. Looks just like it. And he's
Well,
getting ready to talk about it.
there were 2 ships. They were sister ships, and they
Mhm.
were identical. So I don't know whether the other one actually sank or whether that's still around. But they built 2 identical ones, the Titanic, and I can't remember what the other name was for the other one.
Britannica, wasn't it?
Not sure.
Yeah, and they're
Pretty
thinking it was the other one that crashed, not the Titanic.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
pretty
theory.
sure it was Britannica is the name of it. Let me see.
Are you thinking about an encyclopedia?
Britannic's sister ship. Yeah, it was the Britannica.
Mm.
It was the HMHS Britannica. And that one ended up sinking too, I think.
I don't know. They got one of them, like I said, over here. I'll mute y'all when it comes on. I don't want to hear it.
Britannica served as a hospital ship during World War One.
Yeah, that was what the HMHS was, Her Majesty's Hospital Ship.
Yeah, it was in service from 1911 to 1935. Yeah, and then it did sink too. The Britannica ended up getting sunk at some point. Wait, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. There's one site saying it was in service from 1911 to 1935, but then another site said in 1916 the ship was steaming off the island of Key, Greece, when there was a sudden explosion. Unless it didn't sink it at that point. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that one got sunk at one point too, if I remember correctly. They were both Titanics. They said the original Titanic was in port. They switched propellers and everything for insurance purposes so they could collect a big controversy. Yeah, I heard about that whole theory about that. I don't know if they ever proved that though.
Yeah, because I mean, the First World War was 1914 to 1919.
Because they did have a big old investigation after the Titanic sunk. Like, I think there was some people that ended up going on trial for that. Because they claim that they had enough boats for everybody, but you know, if you want, obviously, if you watch the movie and the movie's any bit of historically accurate, there was only like 10 people getting on one lifeboat when there could have been 50 on it, you know.
Mm.
People were panicking and dropping lifeboats with like 10 or 15 people in it. And I think they were supposed to hold like 50 or 60 or something crazy in that.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of the one stuff like that was that the first class passengers didn't want the economy class ones in with them in the lifeboats for some reason.
Low class, yeah.
What did they call them?
I think they actually called it low class back then, didn't they?
No, it was.
Let's see, what were the classes of passengers on the Titanic?
I think it began with an S.
Let's see. Oh, they called it first class, second class, and third class.
Ah.
Yeah, so second, I mean, it's kind of like, I guess, normal society these days. First class would have been obviously your millionaires and all that.
Yeah.
Your second class would have been like, you know, families that had a little bit of money and doctors and professors, people like that. And then your third class would have been all the poor people.
Mm.
Yeah, because they were pretty much segregated from each other, the different classes on the ship.
Yeah, they were on different floors.
Yeah. And they had different exits and like doors and shit they were allowed to go out of. They weren't allowed to like intermingle. Well,
Yeah.
I guess first class probably could do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. It's just third class wasn't allowed to go beyond their boundaries, I guess. First class probably would have been able to go anywhere on the ship if they really wanted to. What, man? What do you want? Oh, now you want me because mommy ain't here? Come on. Come on.
It's that dog.
Yeah, Tyson. Became a big old mama's boy after I brought him home. Told Sarah, I said, you stole my damn dog from me. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is
that link got you
very,
stuck in there. I just stuck a link in. It's from the heart of Louisiana. It's SS United States. That's a ship that was back in 1952 on its maiden voyage, and it's in Mobile, Alabama right now. They did a story about it, and it's all rusted. They're gutting it out and getting all the hazardous material out of it, and they're gonna bring it out and tow it out to Fort Walton Beach area and sink it make it a large reef.
Yeah, I saw a news story this morning too. I guess the last survivor of the USS Arizona died today or
Oh
yesterday.
wow!
He was 106 years old, I think.
Yep.
You know, the last, and they took his, I guess they took his ashes out there and they dove down and put him in the ship with the rest of the guys down there that got stuck in the
Wow.
ship. They put his remains down in the ship.
I tell you what, when I went over there, my first time I saw the Arizona. When I went over the second time, first time I saw the Arizona from a distance. Second time when I was stationed there, my wife was a Marine. Like I said, the first wife was a Marine, and she worked in the protocol department. So they did all the pomp and circumstance with all the dignitaries. And she got us VIP when my mother came over, and my brother and everybody. She got us VIP passes into the Arizona. And what they did is they brought us over in a special boat. The whole works, the Navy did it, and it was just a special experience, you know. And you get out there, and I tell you what, when you're standing on that thing and you think of everything that went on there, it's a different experience, especially if you're military, because you
Are
just
you
have to think, man, that started a lot of crap. A lot of people died because of that.
you're talking about the Arizona, the one underwater, right? That the
Yeah,
memorial's over top of?
right. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's they sent divers down to put his remains in the ship, I guess. I thought
wow,
was pretty cool. Because that's I guess that's what he wanted and the Navy honored it and took him
right.
down there.
It's crazy
Navy
because when you
divers.
stand up there and you look down, you can see the ship because the water's clear. You can see
Yeah.
the ship. You know, it's not that deep because it didn't sink that much, and because the water's not deep around it. It might have been about 20 feet. And when you look down at the thing, you get every once in a while you see a little bubble come up, and it's a little bubble of oil. The oil's leaking from the ship. So
Mhm.
every once in a while, one will come up and you see a little sheen of oil, you know. And they said there's no way they could stop it.
Well, they don't want to disturb the ship neither, too. So,
Yeah,
because then they would have to go down there and cut it open, and it would be a big old hassle. And then they would, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because I've seen overhead pictures of it, and it's pretty crazy sight. Like you can, like you
yeah.
said, you can see the whole top of the ship
Yeah,
in
and
the
I mean it's a
water.
complete somber experience when you're in there. I mean, and then the worst part, when I was in there, and I hate to say it the way I'm gonna say it, but there was some Japanese tourists there looking at it. And the first reaction you get, and the first reaction I had, this is the first time I went, first reaction I had was, why the hell you here? You know? It
Yeah,
really kind of bothered me to see them standing there and what Japan did, you know. Then I just kind of said, you know what? Maybe they're coming here to appease something they think was wrong too, you know.
well, it's the same thing. A lot of American tourists go to like Nagasaki and Hiroshima, where the actual,
Yeah.
because they actually have a memorial right where the bomb exploded over top of the city, like the
Man, that was
actual like
terrible.
impact point of the mushroom cloud, because it didn't actually
Yeah.
hit the ground. I think they detonated it like a couple thousand feet above the ground.
It
And
detonated at 200 feet.
yeah, and you can the impact points. They have a
Yeah.
memorial there. You can go visit.
Yeah, big boy. I mean, little boy. It was a
Fat
little boy.
man and little boy.
Yeah, it was a little boy. Yeah, it detonated at 200 feet. And I think they said I can't remember the mileage around there. I think it was like almost 3 miles. It completely incinerated everything. And
Yeah,
then the shock wave took another 2 or 3 miles up.
yeah, because they have a couple of memorial spots too. You can go look at that actually have the shadows of the people burnt into the concrete
Yeah.
from the shadow of the person's body, where it actually burnt the shadow into the concrete, and they have it where you can go look at those too. Pretty
You
wild.
think what did they say, it was 2,000 degrees or 3,000 degrees Celsius?
It's hotter than the
Something like
surface
that.
of the sun, they
Yeah,
say.
they said it was like 3,000 Celsius. That would kind of ruin your day. That cook your goose, wouldn't it?
I mean, granted, Pearl Harbor was bad, but they got it a lot worse on the other end.
Oh, I'm
Because
telling you.
not
And
only
then,
did we firebomb the living shit out of their cities, and we all know the Japanese cities back then, a lot of buildings were made out of fucking paper and
yeah,
paper walls and freaking bamboo. That shit just caught up like a damn, you know, that's like fire tender right there. And then they obviously got the two nukes. So I mean,
yeah, they got the first one and then they must have talked shit because they got the second one.
and actually the one country that suffered the worst in World War II was Soviet Union. They lost
Yeah.
like 25 million people or something, they estimate. We lost a
And,
total of around 400,000, including civilian deaths during the
and
war.
General Patton wanted to keep going and go take Russia too.
Yeah, they should have.
He wanted to go kick Russia's ass too.
Although I've always said that after the Cold War, we should have tried to make allies with Russia. But the problem is everybody that was involved in the intelligence agencies, the armed forces, all that, they just couldn't let that Cold War go after it was over, and they kept on with that mentality towards Russia. When we should have tried to make them allies after that, we should have came in there and tried to be allies with them, because
Wow.
it could be a whole different thing these days with them.
Yeah, look what Jim just wrote in there. My dad's brother, Uncle Bill, was on the USS Cummins 365 destroyer. They were the flagship for the Arizona. 18 years old when they got hit. Wow.
They say every
Yeah, Patton.
generation.
Yeah,
Has their own
when
Pearl
Russia
Harbor.
signed the treaty and everything, and Patton was there was some Russian general wanted to. They did it in the movie, and they said it was actually true. It really happened. That the guy they wanted to do a toast, and Patton said, "I'm not." He said, "I'm not drinking with this Russian son of a bitch like this." Like this, and the guy looked over and he told, and when they translated it, the guy translated it back is, "I think you're a son of a bitch too." So Patton said, "Okay, from one son of a bitch to the other, let's have a drink." He just wanted to drink. Yeah.
I think that
And,
was
and Patton, when he was drinking it, they took it and they looking each other in the eyes, boy, watching each other. Yeah, Patton was he was good. I'll tell you what, he was mad because they wouldn't let. They said they killed him.
I think
Said
one
he
of the
was
best.
killed.
I think one of the best generals ever that we had was Schwarzkopf.
Oh yeah,
He was a really good general. I mean the the choreographed
Oh,
setup he did when invading Iraq was absolutely amazing. Like that was a
yeah,
lot for him
yeah. He was good.
how many
to do. And he
person?
was a no nonsense general. Like he would have never put up with all that woke shit up in the military. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, another one was Honore. Honore that came down here for Katrina. He was with the Army and then he was with the National Guard, and they called him in with the National Guard to control the place. He came in and this place shut down, man. He shut it down within a day. All the crap stopped. But Honore, the only thing that bothers me about him is all of a sudden he turned woke, really woke.
So did Milley.
But
Yeah.
That's why I was glad they got rid of Milley's stupid ass, man. He was a dumbass general. But like
Yeah, Honore was cool.
when Schwarzkopf walked in a room though, that man commanded respect. I mean,
Yep.
he was a man's man when he walked in.
always have got money coming in, so
It's called command presence.
Yeah, like I've watched a lot of his old stuff, his old videos, and I'll tell you what, he walked in and you could tell he not fucking around. He's there to do a job, and he took it very
You gotta
serious.
walk in like you own the place.
He did. Like I said, he commanded respect when he walked in a room.
but 415 for the time being, okay. That's in the account.
My cousin
I know.
Robert and I, before I got married,
Pushing the number.
when I came back, He
Yeah.
he and I used to go eat a lot of places like New
Yeah.
Orleans seafood and restaurant, Lee's Hamburgers, and we go to lunch all the time, right? And I'm in my early 30s, and he's like in his 20s,
That's funny.
and we'll go into the place, and the girl will be talking to me and everything, and he told me one day, he said, I hate your command presence when you walk in, the military you got, the way you act. He said, because they always talk to you, they look at you and everything else, and all of this. He says, I hate you for that. Like that. He says, I'll be there trying to talk to him, and they turn around and talk to you, right? And I said, okay, you go first next time. So we went into New Orleans Hamburgers and seafood. He's standing in the line ahead of me. The girl looks at him and walks by him and asks me, can I help you? He was so pissed off. He's like, I'm going, I'm leaving.
Hey, watch this short I found this morning. This shit was funny as hell. Watch it.
Yeah, one of my
Fatality.
Why'd you show me that with my shoulder hurting like that?
So when he try to throw a ball over 40.
one of my granddad's brothers was a stoker on one of the ships sunk by the Bismarck in Norway.
Wow.
Oh, here you go. Read this one. Read this one, Joe.
That's not true. Shit, they come ask me questions like that, and I'll be looking at that shit like, what the hell is this? You know?
So when you got to talk to your kid about a learning disability and you realize you did their homework for them.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm glad I don't have no kids asking me about stuff anymore.
That's got a good play on it.
I don't really have an issue doing the kids' schoolwork with them. Now, that Common Core math, that shit, I'm glad they got rid of that because that was the dumbest shit ever. Like you could solve like a fraction in just a few steps and know how you solved it, but then Common Core math would make you break it down into like 30 steps. It was stupid as shit. Didn't make any sense. There was no reason to make it that complicated.
I used to make my teacher in high school in Algebra 2 honors pissed off. I used to piss her off so bad because she'd give me a question and it'd have about 15, 16 steps to it. And I'd look down at it and I'd say, oh, here's the answer. Like that. I just look, I can't do that anymore. But I look at it and I go, oh, that's the answer. I wouldn't even work it out. And she says, do the work. I said, I don't need to do the work. That's it.
Yeah, they want to show.
I mean,
want you
I
to
told her,
show
am
you
I
how
right?
you
She goes, yeah, it's right. I had that concept that I could look at the whatever it was and just estimate it. And when she had the four answers, I didn't know which one it was.
Thomas can do that with algebra. He'll look at a problem and tell you the answer without just doing it in his head.
But she used to hate me for that. She says, you need to show me the work. I said, sometimes I don't understand how. I told her one time, sometimes I don't understand how to do the work, but I know the answer. Like that. She laughed at me one day, and I couldn't do the work on one, but I could give her the answer every time. You know?
My daughter, she gets so frustrated with her brother because she'll be trying to do her algebra work and she'll be all confused, and Thomas will just come up and be like, "That's the answer."
Yeah.
He knows it. But that's why he's also been in advanced classes for the last 3 years.
Yep.
Like he's
My
been
sister-
in college prep classes since 9th grade, and most kids
My
don't start
sister's-
taking those till 11th.
And my sister's got a PhD, still hates me because of that. Because she says, you used to skip school, you never went to classes, and you got straight A's. And you never studied.
See,
Yeah,
Thomas reminds me of somebody that would be like Zuckerberg or like Elon, somebody that didn't go to college but is super intelligent and will end up making something of himself. That's what Thomas reminds me of. Like, because he does not like doing the work, but his mind's there. Like he can do it. but he doesn't want to give anybody his time, or if he thinks that you're dumber than him, he'll point it out to you.
Yeah.
And so I said he's kind of like Sheldon, but he's not as weird as Sheldon is.
Ugh.
But he's exactly like him, like that. And like a lot of people say, oh, my kid, you know, you get those teachers that will come in and, you know, every student, oh, you know, they're smart kid. They just don't apply themselves. No, Thomas is way ahead of the kids his age. Like
Hey,
his
Paul,
sisters aren't. but-
Paul, if you quit buying stuff, you wouldn't have to keep balancing your books.
It's very
Oh, did you get any more update on your drone?
I'm getting spam all the time.
You get any
You
more
like spam,
update
huh?
Of what?
on your drone?
No,
Is
it
it
still says
stateside
it's
yet?
being shipped.
always
Mm.
very speak to you, very nice.
Well, I knew they were going to ship something, whether you get the right product or not, but they're going to ship something because they have to give you a tracking number so eBay don't flag it.
Did you get a tracking number?
Yeah. No,
No.
he got a notice that it's being shipped. He's not going to get a tracking number until it hits the post office in the U.S. So it's got to make it through customs and then hit the post
Well,
office.
sometimes it gives you a tracking number and you can go through China Post.
No, because they're using that eBay
Yeah, But
international
I've got
shipping.
it. I've had tracking numbers with it.
Yeah, but eBay's got this new partnership with a company that does international shipping, and it's not a Chinese company. And it's a way for them to get stuff because this company apparently can get stuff through quicker through customs. So eBay's partnered with them, but they won't give you a tracking number until it hits the country of origin that it's going to, or the country that it's being shipped to. So
Yep.
once it hits the US and it hits either UPS, FedEx, or the post office, most likely it'll be the post office, and he'll get an update with a tracking number. But then that's why I
Yeah.
said, then he'll be able to tell whether the package, whatever's in the package, is even
Yeah.
remotely legit, because the post office ain't going to care what's in the package. They're going to they're going to weigh it, and then they're going to print a label and slap it over the Chinese label, and you're going to be able to tell by the weight of the package whether it's
Yeah, it's
correct.
got to be at least 5 pounds.
If it says 0.3 pounds, then he knows he's getting some little envelope in the mail.
You get the picture.
Yeah, he's not going to get that tracking number probably for another week or so. I guarantee it.
And we already know the order details.
Well,
Order
it says-
details says Paul Murray bought it without listening.
Shipped untracked. What's that mean?
Because it's going through that ePack economy eBay shipping, that company they partnered with. They won't give you a tracking number until it hits stateside.
Oh, okay.
Once the post office gets their hands on it, then you'll get a tracking number. And then once you can put that tracking number in, you can see how much the package weighs, because they're going to give you a weight on it. And if it's not the correct weight or even close to the correct weight, then you know you didn't get the right item right off the bat. That's going to tell you. Because the post office ain't going to ship a 5-pound item and put 0.3 pounds or, 1 pound on it or anything. They're going to put the exact weight that the package weighs.
Doesn't say
ship-
where it's
no.
shipping from.
Shipping
Well-
from the guy's garage.
Shipping
It's an
from China.
A3S in it, so that's 750 grams.
Yeah, but what about the 3
Plus-
batteries?
The
Yeah,
van-
controller?
you're talking about four or 5 pounds.
Mm.
I've enjoyed it too.
Probably 4.
Yeah,
Well,
because it's
no.
a Flymore kit.
No, you're probably talking just over a kilogram, so maybe 2.5 to 3 pound at the most.
You're going to be a dad.
Well, every time I got one, like a Flymore kit, even with Levada 2, it was like 3.3.
So it's facing calls to
Yeah, because the Avata 2's 450 odd grams.
Yeah. And the Flymore, it was 3.3 for that. So I'm thinking the other one's going to be at least 4.
Yeah, because it's going to have the smart controller, the drone, the 3
Box,
batteries, the
everything else on it.
charger.
No,
Yeah.
4
Very-
yeah, the Avata 2 itself, just the drone weighs a pound.
Yeah.
Or- always.
Because that's how Mike was able to tell when he, like I said, remember when I told you guys he ordered that thing from Facebook, but he already he knew it was a scam, but he just wanted to do it out of curiosity. When he got the tracking number from the post office, when it finally hit the US, it said 0.3 pounds on it. When he opened it, it was a little envelope with a ring inside of it. A little
Mm.
Wow.
cheapy, like quarter machine ring, you know, one of those rings
Yeah.
you get out of the quarter machines.
100%.
Mm.
Always happy.
Yeah, that was the same thing when I was waiting for the replacement of Otter. I had that one shipment that got through from California, and it said 0.3 pounds. And I looked at it and said, well, that's not the drone. It had to be the battery, and it was the battery.
Mm.
Yep.
Then they shipped the drone again out of Canada, and that was 3 pounds. So
Recommend anybody to get this
Like I
analysis.
said, the post office ain't got no skin in the game as far as lying to you, so they're gonna weigh it
Yeah.
and put the exact weight on it.
yep. You know, we're all gonna feel like shit when Paul gets the real thing.
That must
Like I said, it's possible. It's always a possibility.
packing on
Yeah.
that. Like three
I
three
doubt it.
didn't have a battery in it.
Well, I mean, as shady as the Chinese are anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if some guy didn't sneak a couple pallets out of their warehouse. That would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't. And then all of us are gonna run back to try to buy one, and it's gonna be gone.
It's already
Okay.
it. The listing.
It's already gone.
I think the
Yeah,
listing already ended.
the listing's still there, but the sale ended like it was like a week ago or something.
Wow. That's because they found the guy and killed him.
But at the end, I think what was there 215 sold? I think was the final amount they sold. I mean, it could have been somebody sneaking parts out of the fucking factory and building the drones in their garage and selling them.
Shell offer to Vladimir Putin.
I mean, let's face it, freight theft is a problem in every country where people steal freight. You ever seen the diesel trailers in was it Colombia? I think. And they're
Yeah.
the back ends are like jacked up like 15 feet off the ground, so the guys on the mopeds and shit can't get behind them and cut the locks and get into the trailers while they're going down the road. Because they literally be doing some Fast and the Furious shit, like in the first movie. They'll come up on the behind the trucks with the shipping containers going down the road. A couple guys on a moped, they'll cut the lock, and then one of them will undo the door and jump inside and start throwing shit out the back.
Yep.
In the sense
And
that
so they design these trailers now where the ass end sticks way up in the air so they can't reach it. Let me see if I can find a picture of one.
the Italian and the Canadian economies.
I think it was in Colombia
This
where
is
they were
the
having the problem.
Yeah, it's probably Colombia.
created back in
No.
April.
Colombia, you drive down the street with an old Volkswagen in years back, and while they were stopped, the guys would be pulling the mufflers off of them and everything.
Our economics editor.
Damn caps lock.
Oh. Don't come over here barking at me. Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, Olympic sprint champ changing shopping.
Labour MP Tulip Sadiq branded her corruption trial a farce.
We got 28 more
Yeah.
video boards to do.
Bomb UK as a nut.
And it'll be finished with the video boards.
Yeah, see, this is what they look like, Joe. Yeah. They'll literally put the hydraulics up and they drive down the road like that.
Wow.
That way they can't get up to it and actually cut anything off and steal anything. And then they'll have ones with cargo trailers on the back full of merchandise. And they literally
That's
will
crazy.
drive down the road with it jacked up like that.
Well, the thing of it is, I can't imagine them driving over the road like that. They'd have to bring it down, otherwise they'd hit an undercarriage of a bridge.
I'm sure they plan their routes out, but that's how they do it in some of the third world countries. Let's just say less developed countries now.
Well,
With freight.
it's got hydraulics and stuff. I just wondered if that's a throw from the inside of the cab of the truck.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You know, so they could lower it down to going down the road and then lift it up.
Because if you've ever seen the first Fast and the Furious movie, That's literally what they do with the cars in the movie. They pull up next to the truck and they shoot lines over to it and they pop the back open and just start chucking shit out the back into the back of a truck or a car. I watched a video too. One time, two guys were on a moped trying to get in the back of the truck, and the driver happened to see him, and he slammed on the brakes, and they went right in the ass into the truck. And one of them fell off the moped and went sliding, and the other guy was hanging on the back of the trailer trying to hold on. Will you go lay down? Fuck.
That your dog?
Hey, he's sitting here whining at me nonstop.
He wants some.
Daddy's
He
home.
misses you.
Daddy's home.
Everett. Offensive line, 12th grade. Hold on, senior. Yeah, I got 28 players. If I do this right, I can finish it in about an hour. $15. $58. Yeah, I can't wait to see these pictures on the board.
What are they? The video boards? Are they the big screens at the stadium or something that they put the pictures up on?
Yeah, they have a normal video board that's maybe about 30 feet wide, 20 feet wide, maybe. And now they're putting a new one up that's gonna be ready for the 18th. Should be ready for tomorrow.
Mm.
And I'm bringing them the stuff just so they can put it on there. And this new video board is gonna be about 40 yards across.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, that's how big it is. It's the largest video board, largest billboard size in St. Tammany Parish. They had to get special permission to put it up because they had a limit on it. And because they have it at the school, they were able to get it because it's at the school. And it takes up the whole back of the south end zone.
And they say the picture.
In the back of the south end zone, they have I can actually show you how big it's going to be.
The picture's only yards wide, isn't it?
It's going to be 40 yards wide.
Yeah, that's
I'll get
pretty
that
fucking
picture to
big.
show you.
Mm.
Cold stuff.
I mean, that's almost half of the damn football field.
Oh no.
It's nearly the whole width of the football field.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me find this picture. This picture will show you perfectly how big it's going to be.
Because the full length of a football field, I think, is 110 yards, including the end zone. That's a good portion of the field.
It's 100 yards plus the end zones. And
I know. I'm saying.
the
I
end
think
zone 15, aren't they? So it'd be about 130.
No, I think an average end zone's only 5 yards, isn't it? Maybe 10.
I thought they were quite.
I don't know. I have to
50
look it
yards
up.
wide.
I'm not sure.
No,
It'll be about 30 yards. I'll show you
That's-
the picture right now. So here's the stadium, right? The video board right now is over here. You can't see it. You see the south end zone right here? The video board is going to be as big as this whole back right here. It's up and it stands up about this high, like that. If I drew a line on it, it goes up about like here, all the way across and down. But it's going to cover this whole thing in the back and stick up about 30 feet above it. This end zone right here is the darkest end zone in the state because the light's way over here. So it's always dark in here. That thing is going to light it up. I can't wait. But it's gonna be the whole. See the bands up in here, the band and the dance team, and they do. That's where they go. It's gonna be in back of them and cover that whole area.
But we were
It's gonna be
both
pretty-
wrong. It was in the middle markets. They're 120 yards, so each end zone's 10 yards.
Yeah,
I
It'll
thought
be
it was only
crazy.
5.
I actually went out there the other day when I shot the pictures. I was gonna look over there because they just put it up, and I want to look at it. Didn't even look at it. Didn't even think about looking at it. I walked towards it and didn't even look at it. I might go take a ride out there today and take a look at it. Or tomorrow. Hey, they got practice today, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. That's what time their practice is. I may go out there afterwards and see them. Just to see the board, because they might be playing with it. If I have these finished, I'll bring it and they can start putting them on and play. Because they don't even know how they're gonna work it. They gotta have somebody independent. So when a guy makes a play, they can run in and say, number 10 board, put it on the board and put it on there for a couple seconds, replay it then and have his picture go up, you know? So they
Yeah.
gotta have somebody dedicated to it. So they gotta get somebody that's gonna want to work it during every game.
So they're going to be filming and putting replays of the plays on as well.
Yeah. Well, they got that going anyway. And they were doing that on the other one. But now they're gonna have it on a bigger screen. And I'm doing all the preliminary stuff. So when they introduce them as they're coming out, they're doing one and I'll have one. So it's just depending on what they want to use it for. And I tell you, last 2 years, they didn't have anybody to do. I made them the last 2 years, and nobody was there to work them, so they never got used. So I told them, if I do it again this year and y'all don't use them, I ain't never making them again.
Hmm.
Because I'm not gonna waste 6, 7 hours to make one, you know? And then they don't use it.
Well, I mean, are they paying you to make it or no?
No, it's just
Oh,
I put it
yeah,
up
I
there because it
wouldn't.
gives me advertisement, you know?
I would say if they were paying you, then I'd be like, fuck it, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. But you see what it does? It gives me advertisement because everybody knows it's my picture I put up there. And it's good
Right.
business practice. You know, it was just a perk that I gave them. And they used it for the first 3 years or 4 years. It went up all the time. And I had all the parents say, man, thank you for doing that. We love seeing this picture up there, you know? And that's the thing. If they don't have anybody to do it, the parents don't see it, it's not right. Have somebody volunteer to do it. It's the best seat in the house. They sit up there in the warm or the cold whenever it's hot or cold outside. If it's raining, they're dry. They get to view the whole field because they're in the press box. If I wasn't taking pictures, I'd do it. You know what I mean?
Well, they should get people from the media class to do it.
They could. They got people that could do it.
Yeah, it'd be good practice for them. Something to learn. Actually, you think they would have the media class out there learning from Joe a little bit while
Mm.
they're doing games and stuff.
Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you what happens. They put the old media person used to just put 2 or 3 people out there to take pictures from the media class. And they'd always hang around me and stuff like that. And they'd ask me questions and I'd help them. Now Rusty comes out there and he'll be setting them up. Yes, shoot from over here, it gives me a better angle. Shoot from over here, gives me a better angle. And I'll look over at him and I'll say, you're not getting any people in it. You're getting different. Because I can look at him and know the picture's going to be bad. That you're getting blocked by different people. And I said, yeah. I said, then move over a little. Like that. And then a little while later, Rusty go over and make them move again and all of this. And I told Rusty one day, I said, I know you're the media guy. I know this is what you want, but you're putting them in positions where they're getting blocked by everybody. Like that. And he went out there and looked at it and he realized where I was shooting, where they were shooting. Now they're getting closer to me.
Hmm.
And they're not in my way, you know. But I walk out there and it's like I said, I own the place when I go out there. I start walking out there and they move around. When I walk in, people move around. Get out of my way. But I make sure I do that because I don't give an inch. Once I get my position, I don't give an inch. But that's how you have to do it to get the respect and do it right, you know? Walk in like you own it. And what my favorite thing to do is sit on the bench about an hour and a half before the game, before the players come out. And all the cheerleaders are out there and they're putting on their lipstick and they're doing all their little things and getting ready. And they're doing all their little TikTok videos. And I'm sitting there with the camera and they're doing all their little dancing around. And I'm shooting pictures of them taking their TikTok videos and then posting them later and they're loving them, you know? Because they don't realize I'm doing them every time. They don't realize it because I just have the camera there and I'm just shooting. I catch them doing all their
Did
little
you ever think
spinning,
about being
dancing.
a media
Hmm?
teacher at any point?
Nope.
Like actually being one that teaches kids
Nope.
how to do stuff like
Nope, because I slap one.
that?
I mean, I tell them, I said, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude, I had these two girls on the bus this morning. The bus driver asked me, she goes, "Hey, when they get on the bus, can you make sure they sit in the front seat over here?" I said, "Yeah," and they got on, the two middle schoolers, two twin girls. And I guess they're a
But the
little
one tried to
rowdy.
stab the other one?
Yeah, and I told her, I said, "You guys are sitting in this seat today." The girl said, "No, I'm not." I said, "Excuse you?" I said, "I don't know who you're talking to." I said, "But I ain't the one." I said, "Now sit down." Bus driver looked at me. Girl looked at me. She sat down. I said, "I ain't the one to mess with. I'll take you. I'll make sure you ain't on this bus for the next 3-4 days."
Yeah, that's how you got to be. Like I said, my go-to word is bitch. You know, and it's funny. I'll be standing out there and I'll be minding my own business and doing something. And one of the players will be doing the practice. And one of the players said, "Mr. Joe, shoot a picture." I said, "Bitch, shut up, play the game." It's just- I said, "Don't be asking me to shoot a picture of you right now. Go make a play. I'll get a picture."
Any idea how long you're going to be on that bus? Or
I
are
have no idea, to be honest with you.
are you quite happy to stay on it with the shorter hours?
I mean, I don't mind, yeah, because I'm getting paid the same regardless. So don't bother me none. I asked our field manager yesterday if she wanted me to go back on the bus today, and she messaged me last night and said, "Please stay with her." I said, "Okay." So I know my driver's probably going nuts because he can't handle them kids on his own. You remember the movie Billy Madison had what's his name driving the bus? Hold on, let me find the video clip. I'll show you. This reminds me of my driver.
No, the only school bus driver I can remember on any of the TV programs that are on is the one on The Simpsons.
Yeah, this is how frustrated my bus driver gets. There you go. Watch this.
Hey, who threw that?
I'll turn this damn bus around. That'll end your precious little field trip pretty damn quick, huh? Shit.
That's the way you be looking sometimes.
Hey, I'm trying to score points with a team.
Chris Farley when he was being the bus driver in Billy Madison. No, the hell she did, Dre. Her ass would have been off that bus as quick as she got on it.
Morning, Dre.
Morning, Dre.
Hey, babe.
She's got the biggest heart in the world.
Excuse me, mate. Would you be?
A shocking news story.
Paul's been busy on that computer, man.
Well, here's the thing is, I use marine traffic all the time, right? To track the ships.
Right.
Yeah.
On my home computers, when I click on marine traffic, it just gives me a white screen.
Okay.
But yet when I punch it up on my cell phone, it comes up.
Are you punching it into, or are you clicking a shortcut you have?
It's a shortcut. It's like,
Okay.
there it is.
No, not on your phone, on your computer.
On the computer.
Because the link address that you might have might be expired, and that's why it's not working.
If it's giving you a white screen, is it zoomed in to land?
No, it doesn't give you any choices. It doesn't say Bing. It doesn't say anything. It just, when you click on marine traffic, it just gives you a white screen.
So he's
Go
clicking
into
on
the
a
thing and type in marinetraffic.com and see if it works.
yeah.
I do
Because
it that way and it doesn't work.
I don't know. Maybe their site's down. I don't know, because the only thing I could think of is if you're clicking on a link that you saved as a shortcut to get to it. Sometimes those web addresses can expire, and then it won't work. It'll just do that. It will go to like an all white screen or something like that.
Marinetraffic.com, and it comes up with a white screen.
I don't know then. Let me see if I can access it from where I'm at.
See, there it is, a white screen.
All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. See if you can click on it and get it to pull up, because it pulled up for me. So
You're gonna believe it. Welcome.
I got it too.
try clicking on that. I think the link might be expired that he was using.
Clicked on it and I got a white screen.
I don't know then.
Austin, your first. Are you thinking of buying an e-bike, an e-scooter?
'Cause
On
it came
both
up for me.
computers.
Yeah, both of these computers comes up the same way.
Not unless they have multiple servers and the server it's trying to connect to might be fucked up or down. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know. That could be a multitude of different things.
It could be his old computers too.
Or it could be the search engine he's using. Because
Yeah, it
he's
could
using
be,
an old
could be.
MSN search engine. Try doing it through google.com. See if you can pull it up through there. Because I'm using Opera with Google as the primary search engine through Opera. And I didn't have no issues pulling it up.
I'm using Google.
Yeah, I use the Opera web browser, but then I use Google as its main search engine in the background. What's up, Jason? Said turn your computer off and on again. It's always the running joke, but a lot of times that does fix shit. Especially with cell phones, and cell phones act up if you do a hard reset. Usually it fixes little issues like that.
15 reasons.
What's your name and what will you be saying? I have a headache. Remember these old
Yeah, it could be a problem with your the web browser you use, and could be having trouble connecting to their server for some reason.
You've got absolutely nothing to offer, and you're your darkest place ever.
MSN just looks so 90s when you look at the MSN search engine. It just looks so out of date. Looks like a 90s web page. Fucking Jason.
Okay, I went and pulled up Google,
Uh-huh.
and then I went over and typed in marinetraffic.com on the search. White screen.
I don't know. That could maybe be it. Like I said, they could have multiple servers, and maybe the server that you connect to from your internet service be having issues connecting to their server for some reason. But that wouldn't
Yeah.
be on your end. That'd be something either with your internet or their server.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
I can tap it here and I get it fine, on my phone.
Let me see. How many servers does Marine Traffic have? See if we can find out. Okay, so they run off of something called AIS, which is an automatic identification system. They have thousands of them stationed all over the world. So maybe the one in your area is down. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know.
But if that was the case, surely his phone would be connecting to the same server.
Possible. I don't know.
Welcome to Marine Traffic, the global ship tracking intelligence provider.
I'm just guessing here because I have no fucking clue what would be causing that.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever seen like that happened, it's because of if you created a shortcut and the link happened to expire, but then you would just go back to the site, get a fresh link, and put it back as your
Okay,
shortcut.
well,
and
here's
it would
the
fix it.
other thing too,
So
is it won't let me sign into Google. I've been having trouble the last few days with Google. It keeps coming up and saying
I think it's time you just get
password not good.
all right, let's just take all that computers, walk them out to the curb, and we'll get you a new computer. You're gonna have to do something here in a couple months, Paul. Because David shut off that shit on your computer to upgrade to Windows 11. So I don't know exactly what he did, but you're gonna have to get a hold of him and see if you can turn that back on because you're gonna have to upgrade at the end of October. You can't really, otherwise you're gonna be really in some shit. Once they stop doing security updates for that, the hackers are gonna go insane on that shit. It's like Windows 7. You hook a computer up with like Windows 7 or anything to the internet, and people will start hacking at them within minutes after you hook to the internet.
Have a jacket. Those aren't shoes. Something different.
I keep getting spam calls too.
What
Oh,
the?
that shouldn't have nothing to do with your computer, though.
Don't know what it's like. I'm going.
The only way a spam call would be connected to your computer is if somebody called you and they got access to your computer from the call.
He actually said spam calls. You think it's something to do with his computer? Oh, Lord, oh. Come on, Paul.
Let me see here.
See, my Google password doesn't work.
Paul,
You're
when was
using the wrong one.
Paul? When was the last time you turned that,
Obviously. When's the last time you did what, Mark?
turned it off?
And Trump got shot.
You try that, Paul. I mean, that's the first thing everybody does.
Shut it down and start it up again.
Yeah.
Just give somebody else host for a minute, and then do a reset on your computer.
Well, I'm working on my other computer, so I don't have to shut
Okay.
that down.
Right.
All right. Well, just do a restart and see. I don't know. It could be your internet glitching. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Stop. Come on, stop. You did a good job. Stop. Okay? Stop.
It might be that some updates
Uh-uh.
have installed until
No.
he reboots.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
No. Okay? Stop walking.
I got Windows 11 key.
You don't have to walk.
Cumulative
No.
update.
No. You don't have to walk. You don't. Come here.
Version 24H2.
Stop walking. You're getting nervous. Stop walking. You're getting too nervous.
And I got my
Okay.
first payment today.
Okay.
£253 for 9 days.
You got what payment?
State pension.
Yeah.
Like your social security.
Yeah, because
It
over
didn't
here,
make
a
a
pension
difference.
would be
I
from a
shut it
private
down,
company.
turned it back on, and when I went to go to marine traffic, it just gave me a white screen.
Well, I already get my works, so
You restarted it?
Yep.
I don't know, Paul. That could be so many different things.
you can't restart it that quick.
Oh
I
yeah.
was thinking, how the hell restarted that quick? That
My
old computer.
computer will restart that quick.
Mine
If I
restarts that quick.
If I restart my computer, it only takes about 10 seconds for it to boot up into the home screen after I
Yeah.
put my 4-digit passcode on.
You can just refresh it.
My computer's really quick at booting up. Wonder when they're going to release Windows 12 then. Oh, it's got to be sometime next year. Unless they're going to go a couple more years with just Windows 11. Because you can get an early version of Windows 12 beta if you're on the Windows Insider program, but I don't recommend you do that. A lot of glitches on that shit.
There you go. Right, the iSporting Live here. Seems to have been some kind of accident, some kind of commotion upon the football.
If you call 999 by mistake, the first thing.
I wish I had a video of that just now. I yelled at Loki. I said, "Stop barking." He's going, "Ruff, ruff, ruff." Comes over to me, gets up on me, and he looks at me, says, "Stop barking." He goes, "Ruff." Ruff. He goes, "Ruff, ruff."
I'm gonna Dre sent me 2 pictures.
Genuinely believe this.
Yeah, Hanging JD said the same thing. No way that computer he had. He didn't close the browser and reopen it, huh? You did restart it.
No, I restarted it. It shut completely down till the lights went out of the computer, and I turned the computer back on again. That's a shutdown, right?
Yeah, but that's an old computer. No, that's too fast.
Dre sent me 2 pictures. One guy in Walmart wearing plaid pajamas, and then he went over to the gym, and there was another guy working out in plaid pajamas. And he said, "I can't get away from these pajama wearing fools." God, I remember the computers back in the 90s. You'd boot them up, and it'd take like fucking 30 minutes to get to the home screen. God, they're so fucking slow.
Oh yeah, you turned your computer on and went and made a cup of tea.
Yeah, I remember we went and made lunch.
And that was a regular cup of tea. You couldn't do it in the microwave.
There's a proper way of making it. You had to go boil your water in the kettle and everything.
It takes 3 minutes.
Like I said, microwave wouldn't work.
Oh, that's like Sarah's mom's computer. She had me go look at it one day in her room, and she had like this old office tower computer from like fucking 8-10 years ago. Had Windows 10 on it, and it barely ran Windows 10. And I booted it up, and I sat there for 5 minutes waiting for this bitch to get to the home screen. I said, "God damn, this thing is slow." I came back in my room and booted my computer up and kissed the keyboard. So I love you. But that's exactly what it reminded me of. It's an old ass computer from like the late 90s, early 2000s. You got to boot it up and it just take forever.
telling me to pay, but I don't know what to do, man. I literally want to run. But look, there's a camera there, so I'm gonna get done if I run. Well, babe, I ain't going to prison again, man. You gotta hook me up with something.
Or like when you'd go to open up a computer back in the day and it'd have a bunch of pop-up shit. Really slow your computer down.
What the fuck are you doing? You went through the no entry sign as well.
You know the guy that actually invented the pop-up ads? He apologized years later for even inventing it because he said he didn't realize how much of a nuisance it was going to be to people. He thought he thought he generally had a good idea, but it ended up becoming one of the most hated things on PCs. People hated it.
You need to bum now, do you? The minimum deposit is $250, and then you'd be paying $2. You see one of these new yellow. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh.
Nope, no matter what I do, it comes up with the white screen.
That's what we said. It's probably their server down or something going down. The app might not be down, but it might be their server right now.
Yeah, but everything else works on the computers.
Yeah, but that
That's
has
what
nothing
we're
to do with.
saying. It's the server of the company, not the server of your computer.
Yeah, your computer doesn't have a
Okay,
server.
but the server of the company would affect my cell phone, wouldn't it?
Maybe not.
No, because it's possible your cell phone could be connecting to another state. You're on a whole different network. You're on a cell network. It's a whole different thing. It could
Metro
be something.
PCS.
I mean, it could be something with your computer, or it could be their site is having issues.
Metro PCS
In your
don't have
area.
nothing to do with it. The app has to do with whatever server they have the app on. It might be a different server than the server that website is on in your area. Your phone has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the only time I've ever seen a website pop up blank like that is when a link for the website is expired that you had for a shortcut. But he's tried to go to other web browsers and type it in, it didn't work. So
He doesn't have a VPN, does he?
no, you don't even know what that is.
Yeah, true.
What's he having an issue with? What website?
Marinetraffic.com.
I mean, he could try deleting them, his cookies and shit, but I don't know. That might log him out of it.
Marinetraffic.com.
Yeah, it has multiple servers, so it depends on which one he's connecting to.
So whenever I click on marinetraffic.com, comes up with a white screen. It's got
This site
the
cannot be reached.
address up in the box, and that's it. Nothing.
And does it say this site cannot be reached? Check.
Nope.
No,
No
it's just a blank
messages.
white screen.
No messages whatsoever. Just completely.
We already saw it, Paul. Blank white screen.
What's the most money you've made
I
off it?
don't.
Trump just.
I mean, it could be the cache he has in his browser, but if he starts deleting his cookies and cache,
It's not funny. Pack it in.
it might log him out of everything.
Jim.
'Cause it does that sometimes.
Paul, I've posted a link in the thing. Tell me if that works.
I already did that. He did the same
It
thing.
works
when he
for us.
clicked
It
on
don't work for him.
Yeah, I posted the link in there earlier, and it worked fine.
And
for
both
me.
of my computers act the same. Get a white screen.
Then it's something in your area. It's got to be. If two computers are doing the same thing,
Yep.
because
Beating
like
a
when
dead
I,
horse here, Paul.
when I looked up
Horse
the
ain't
way the
going
marine
nowhere.
traffic system works, they have those AIS transmitters that transmit information to their servers. They have thousands of them all over the world for the marine traffic. It could be that particular system is down in your area and it can't transmit anything.
You are
to
not
the
funny.
site. I don't know. I'm just guessing here from what I read up on it.
Telling
Does
Laura she's
YouTube,
not funny. We knew that.
right? Does YouTube work?
Everything else
Yep.
is working fine.
Everything
No,
else is working fine.
He except for Google because he can't remember his password.
But he was going through MSN search engine anyway to go to marine traffic. He's using that old MSN search engine. It looks like it's from 1993.
And you don't need a password in Google to go to the marine traffic unless you sign into your Google account.
Hey, Brenda.
Yeah, you should be able to access it. Yeah, he tried. We tried that, David. He tried to go to Google and do it.
The most dangerous sign you have ADHD.
That's the point. Try another browser.
We already did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's used
Yeah.
Google and he's used.
He tried Google and MSN. We all used Google and it came up fine on our
Well,
end.
you can't use MSN because MSN don't exist. You mean Edge?
Whatever browser
It's
he's
Edge.
using, I thought he was using MSN. It looked
You
old.
can't
as
use
shit.
MSN.
It's Edge.
MSN's not a browser. You've got Internet Explorer, which shouldn't work because that's null and void.
Favorite Facebook.
Is it?
Will you leave my computer? No.
Oh.
Never mind, Mike. We're going to have a falling out in a minute.
Move, please.
Body.
Leave,
Then
leave it alone.
-100.
No, mine.
Damn it.
Mine.
Now look, David. This looked like the one he was using.
By fruits. The embrittled body is then put into a vibrator.
That's an MSN browser, but they're using Edge in the background.
The body particles are then transferred
Right,
to
that's not an MSN browser. That's just Microsoft. And it's Edge, and that's the web page, MSN web page it loads.
Yeah, I don't know. His
That's his
browser
own
looked
page,
like
that's
something
all.
from the 90s, though. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, because MSN homepage still there, but anything else like Messenger and stuff doesn't. Oh,
But he did try Google and it came up with a blank screen too. So
Fingers deep inside, taking on a wild
Oh yeah, God, back in the day, everybody used MSN Messenger and Yahoo Messenger.
yeah, nothing beats waiting for that photo to load, and then somebody goes, right, gotta log off now. Bastards.
and when you try to see those boobies and it takes 4 hours to load half the picture.
Yeah, and all you, it just gets there, and then they go, gotta go now.
Yeah, it gets you almost to the nipple, and then all of a sudden you lose internet connection. Or it freezes and it won't load the rest of the way. Oh. I don't know. I'd just wait a few hours and try it again and see.
Well, you know me and my patience.
Yeah, he keeps refreshing it right now, trying to do it.
Has it only just started doing it this morning?
Yes.
I say my theory was it was an expired link on a shortcut he had, but like I said, when we tried the other browser, apparently it didn't work. So
He's too close to Alaska. They put a blanket block on everything.
Is it doing the same on your phone?
no, the phone.
No, the phone
Phone works fine.
Wait, try a browser on that. Don't try the app on the phone. Try it on the phone through the what you call it.
Through the what?
Google.
Through Google?
Yeah.
Yeah. The good news is that he's sitting there so long doing this means he's not eating Boston cream.
Yeah, we'll make up for that shortly.
JD.
Yep. It just started up anew over in Europe. Because when you first sign it on, you're way over in Europe and you got to pinch in to get back to the Great Lakes.
So buy 2 new computers, Paul.
That he don't need 2 new. If he just bought 1 new computer, he could do everything he's doing on 2 different computers. You can hook up 4 monitors to a newer computer.
Yeah, we could see that happen.
It's just more. I mean, for what Paul's doing, it's more complex. More complex having 2 computers, and you don't really need it.
Well, you gonna be the one to set them up?
I
This
didn't
should
say
sound
that.
daft, Paul.
Don't put words in my mouth, Joe.
At the bottom of the screen on your taskbar, Is the date and time correct?
Yep.
This is what happens when.
Well, the question I have is I'm using
Heard that, Kate.
Microsoft Edge.
Yeah. Have you
Know
got
that.
Google Chrome on there?
Is it?
She was talking to her phone.
Oh, I thought I heard her say something about that's because
Well,
when you had something. I thought she was
I switched to
saying something
Chrome,
about Paul.
David, and it didn't make a difference.
You have got it on there
Yep.
on both computers.
Yep.
She's watching, I don't know,
TikTok
videos.
Paul, don't accept that sort of language on here.
I thought you said adult TikTok videos just then.
Pack it in with that word.
Oh, TikTok.
Adult?
Pack it in.
Adult TikTok is just OnlyFans.
You can stop it
Adult?
all, Justin.
Well, it's better to listen to you, TikTok.
Bloody TikTok, 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 TikTok.
You
Sounds
got
like a fucking clock in here going off when Laura's going off about it.
Just
Okay,
wait.
Captain Hook.
Just wait until the birds start saying TikTok.
Listen, bitch.
Ah,
You say that word, and I'll knock you
start
out.
following you, Captain Hook.
David said
I'm gonna throw something at you.
AZ said
Look at
it's
me.
probably a DNS issue
Sit.
and it will clear out soon. Don't worry about it.
Sit.
You're just gonna have to wait till you're.
Don't sass me.
So it clears itself.
Yeah, it's nothing on your end. It's something on their end.
Yeah, have patience, Paul.
What's that?
I know. We're in
Yeah.
trouble.
Has he cleared his browser cache?
Yeah, but the problem is if he does that, it's gonna log him out of everything.
Oh,
Y'all
God.
start,
he
you
clears
start
his
walking up
cache
through
and
that,
his
I'm getting
cookies.
off.
All these passwords.
Because if he starts clearing the cache and all the cookies and everything, that's gonna log him out of everything. Because your cookies is what saves you being logged in and everything. I wouldn't do that.
And David, if y'all start walking him through that, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Actually, no, you won't. Right? You won't see any of us again because I won't go to get into anything again, and we're doomed.
I know.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying, David. Yeah, don't do that because I'm gonna clear all his passwords out. Then we're really gonna be fucked.
AZ, how you doing? I'm stumped, buddy.
He said it's a DNS problem, so just don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it is.
It's nothing you can fix. So,
Right, red.
Oh my God.
that's what I was thinking. It was either an expired link or something on their end, because your cell phone's not going to connect to the same exact shit as your computer is. Because that's a cell network and all that crap.
I see Tennessee is having severe flooding. 3 people were killed when a tree fell on a car amid treacherous Tennessee flooding.
Please stop walking.
That's pretty unlucky.
You don't have to walk. There's nobody out there bothering you.
Mm.
Don't know when.
There's nobody coming to this house.
Oh, you actually left the house,
You can
David?
Just lay down.
Part of.
Who, me?
No, I was
I
talking
know
to
you're
AZ.
doing your job.
He's
I
in
don't
his.
need you to do your job.
I'm
Go
assuming
lay
he's
down.
in his Tesla driving around.
I
So
want
the
you to
car's
walk.
chatting for him in the chat.
Okay? Don't walk.
David crawled out of his cave for the day.
Ooh, look at this. Don't walk here, okay? No.
No, my doctor's appointment went well.
Hmm?
My doctor's appointment went well.
Was that sarcasm or truth?
No, not true. They said I've got a mild kidney infection, but I've also I've also got a viral infection. I'm like, tell me something I don't already know because I fucking suffer them all the time. And put me on antibiotics. Then they're going to do an asthma test. And then if that comes back clear, they're going to do some other tests because they need to
Loki,
find
stop.
out why I keep getting the viral infections.
Mm.
It's because I'm very
Because you're
unlucky.
around Laura.
Usually your antibodies aren't working properly.
Yeah.
Stop, Loki.
But the funny thing was, then the receptionist that I had a falling out with the other day had to ring me to book the appointment. And she said, she went to Laura, she went, "Who are you?" Laura went, "You're fucking rude." And she didn't like that.
Oh, yeah.
If anything on my computer stops working, right, your yellow head is going to become the computer man. Don't you try biting me, you fucker. Oh, fuck you.
Jesus.
That's bird
Leave it.
abuse.
And he was talking about us teaching the bird how to cuss. Jesus
Leave.
Christ.
Leave.
Bird abuse.
And wasn't
bird
you just
abuse.
saying the other day, I
Yeah.
don't like
Okay.
having birds cuss?
Okay. I beg your pardon.
And this is from the guy that's doing the sponsored walk for domestic abuse.
Yeah.
I know.
Did you not hear that? I was going, okay. I'm poking on his beak. He went, fuck off. Don't worry, he already saw a lot of swear words. Literally, he picks up everything. He keeps saying, "I want to play Fortnite." Don't even think that. No. Go bug Laura. She's got a better computer than I have. Go and bug her.
Where if you shut up?
And he keeps loading things up on my bloody phone and iPad and Samsung tab. iPad. Leave it.
Loki, stop.
No,
Hey,
I need
Justin.
them buttons.
Justin, my brother, he has a habit. He must have been on some kind of way he can dial me quick.
That's the
Because
entity.
he last night he butt dialed me, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll give you.
And I'm saying, are you butt dialing me or are you talking to me? What's going
What are you
on, right?
doing?
And I'm talking to him. You should have heard that conversation he was having with his wife.
Leave.
I said, well, I'm wrong by listening to it. Let me just get off.
I'll set Rio on you. Sake. That's my juice. Look. Yeah, so I'm starting two new antibiotics tomorrow. I say two, but they're all.
So what you're saying, you're gonna start taking 2 antibiotics tomorrow and you're gonna start pooping a lot.
Well, I'm already on one now, but that ends tonight.
That's gonna clear you out.
And then I start a new one tomorrow. Look, you can have the apple, but you can't have the scissors.
This is my anxiety medication.
Hey, hand them over.
You were better off having anxiety and not eating those.
Yeah, don't take it, Paul. You don't need any more anxiety.
Actually,
Did you see the anxiety you get when you can't fit in your clothes?
No, actually, the not eating healthy they say can cause anxiety.
Hell is big. Kate's gonna. All I can hear is a ripping off.
All right, I'm jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
I'm probably jumping
Yes,
off
I-
too.
See
Yeah,
y'all
just
later
Finish
this
this
evening.
stuff today. Yeah, I'll see y'all later today too.
Yeah,
I
catch
gotta
you
get
later.
this stuff finished.
Yeah, see you, Joe.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah, catch you all later.